Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll solve this 3D geometry problem using dot product of vectors. As per the problem, the angle between the lines 2x equals 3y equals negative z and 6x equals negative y equals negative 4z is. We are given 4 answer choices. We have to choose the correct answer choice. Let's start by analyzing the given information. We are given equations of two 3D lines. We have to find the angle between these two lines. Angle between two lines is equal to the angle between their direction vectors or the vectors to which those two lines are parallel. So we should find the direction vectors of these two lines. We can find the direction vectors for these two lines or the vectors to which these two lines are parallel by writing these two equations in Cartesian form or symmetric form. The general equation of a 3D line in Cartesian form or symmetric form is x minus x1 over a equals y minus y1 over b equals z minus z1 over c. In this equation, a, b, and c are the direction ratios of the vector that's parallel to this line. So the direction vector for this line is ai plus bj plus ck. This line is parallel to vector ai plus bj plus ck. We should write the two given equations in this Cartesian form or symmetric form. Let's start by analyzing the first given equation. 2x equals 3y equals negative z. This equation can be written in Cartesian or symmetric form as x minus 0 over 1 over 2. As you can see in the general equation, the coefficient of x is 1. So we have to move the 2 with the x and change it to a fraction in the denominator. So 2 changed to 1 over 2. Similarly, for 3y, we do y minus 0 over 1 over 3. And for z, we do z minus 0 over negative 1. This is the equation of the first line in Cartesian or symmetric form. The direction vector for this line is 1 over 2i plus 1 over 3j minus 1k or just minus k. This vector is parallel to the first line. Now we can analyze the second given equation. We can write this equation in Cartesian form or symmetric form like this. We change 6 to 1 over 6 in the denominator. And we change negative 4 to negative 1 over 4. This is the second equation in Cartesian or symmetric form. The direction vector for this line is 1 over 6i minus 1j minus 1 over 4k. The second line is parallel to this vector. So the angle between the two given lines is equal to the angle between vectors m1 and m2. We can use the dot product equation to find the angle between vectors m1 and m2. The equation is vector m1 dot vector m2 equals magnitude of vector m1 times magnitude of vector m2 times cos theta. Theta is the angle between vectors m1 and m2. We can start by finding the dot product of these two vectors. For that, we should use the vectors m1 and m2 that we found. We can find the dot product by multiplying the I, j and k components of these two vectors. I get 1 over 2 times 1 over 6 plus 1 over 3 times negative 1 plus negative 1 times negative 1 over 4. Now we can evaluate this expression. 1 over 2 times 1 over 6 is equal to 1 over 12. 1 over 3 times negative 1 is equal to negative 1 over 3. And negative 1 times negative 1 over 4 is equal to positive 1 over 4. Now we can combine these fractions. The common denominator is 12. I get 1 over 12 minus 4 over 12 plus 3 over 12. Now we can combine these fractions. In the numerator, I get a 0. So the dot product of vectors m1 and m2 is equal to 0. That means vectors m1 and m2 are perpendicular to each other. So the angle between these two vectors is 90 degrees. As a result, the angle between the two given lines is also 90 degrees because the angle between the direction vectors of lines is the angle between those two lines. So the answer should be option D. This should be the final answer for this problem. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve this problem. I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.